Hey, what's up? Look like shit? Oh, wow. I encourage people who look ugly to do videos. I mean, I'm not that ugly, but yeah, I am. I mean, no teeth because a huge check was stolen from me in 2016. What can I prove? I can't prove shit. But I have to forget. But I had to, my bitterness remains because I did not forgive. Okay. I do not understand Gandhi saying, forgive. Well, all the religions say forgive, but does anybody really forgive? So I did come to a good spot today that I obviously never forgave because it keeps on bringing up. But I mean, this bad energy is still around me. So unfortunately, I'm an empath, and I'm able to feel when somebody absolutely hates me. So, I'm defending myself. And the other person is nothing. He says I was never ever harmed, and I make up all kinds of stories. I'm crazy. It's all in my head. And none of it was in my head. Oh, wow, you're an asshole to me. You can't admit that you're an asshole to me. No, they can't. All my stupid videos that are totally worthless because they're a waste of my time. Because I was tortured making those videos, remembering those moments. But that insane abuser would always say that I was never ever harmed. And I have to defend myself. I love myself. Obviously, he hates himself. Or he never would have treated me that badly. The scum of the earth. I mean, you can't get any worse than telling a mom that they raped their own child. That's totally insane. Excuse me? I was going to jump off the bridge because both my kids were raped. And I thought, well, my God, I had such an awful, feeling of growing up. No, I did. I did not know they were slightly child molested. Not as much as me. Okay, so I don't even know how, Either you're raped to death like Joyce Meyer, but that was from 5/2/18. Or raped to death before the age of 2. My whole world was nothing. I don't remember much of my childhood. I can't tell. I'm a pretty smart person, but I never ever took down last names. I should know all the names in my, of all my classmates. I should know all the teachers' names in my grade school. No, I never took that in. I was withdrawn. I was hurt. I had the biggest wall built up because of being so hurt. And just, so I was high eating sugar and, sometimes having fun with my older brother. But that was very rare. I was very, very suicidal, at least half of my childhood. I don't remember all that much. Now, I had a normal first boyfriend, Mark Edward Peznosky, which, I guess he was the only decent guy I ever met. And I had a best friend, Rosslyn Krank. Her dad had to change her name to Crane because he did something wrong. And the last words that she ever told me in our early 20s, I guess it was 20 last time I talked to her. She said, "Tara, I think I was child molested too." I really got mad at her in 10th grade. I was like, why don't you ever tell me What's wrong with you? You're suicidal. She's like, oh my God, Tara, you're always that way. Oh, she didn't believe in God. So she never said, God bless you in the public school. She said, bless you. You know, that's an offense to some people. I don't see why it would be. God bless you from your God, because your God is of this earth, and everyone in the world gets blessed. I'm persecuted for no reason. You know, if my family didn't want me, just help me out to like live in a shelter. I mean, it would have been better for me to go to like the Potter's house or something like that, where you live for like a year. I'm talking about when I was like 13 years old and I had to get away. Okay, from just being screamed at. But it wasn't all the time. And I should have been able to go to the Potter's house when I was 13. That would have changed my life. I would have, they would have recognized that I had trauma, and I would have, I would have been helped a lot more than what I was helped. Living with your abuser, then I knew who abused me. But, is that even, who cares? I got persecuted for it. I'm not allowed to say I was harmed. I'm not even allowed to say I was harmed. That's wrong. So I asked for Jesus' blood. He was real, to help me forgive. So I asked God's blood, who is Jesus, and the Son of God, who died on the cross for all of my pain. But he died on the cross for me to be able to fully forgive the scum of the earth. He died for me to totally forgive the scum of the earth, the unspeakables. I'm not sure why Gandhi said, forgive your enemy. I'm not sure about that. I'm just confused, I don't think, okay, you can, maybe some people, go inside and meditate, and they are a good person, so they can be connected to good people, which could be, have a one in the body. Now, the narcissist, who is completely nothing and has no emotion and there's nothing there. They're just an empty shell, black hole vampire who steals, kills, and destroys. So forgiveness is for your mental health. And I did some really crazy videos this year and last year that I had bad mental health, but it's all because of my insane abuser. I had nothing to do with it. They didn't have to abuse me the way they did. You don't scream an inch away from someone's face, like late Theodore Carl Sandlin did, like late Arthur Hess Knopf III did, like late Alan Bellis did, like my husband, late James Lester Sapone did. You don't do that. And unfortunately, my mom did that too, but I was never allowed to say it. So I forgive them all. I ask for Jesus to give me the strength to forgive my mom for hurting me so bad and stealing my kids away. I need forgiveness. I need to forgive my mom because I want to be mentally sane and not be. When you're anger, you're blind. You don't know what you're doing. My dead husband never knew what he was doing. He hit me and he'd be like, "Did I give you that, black guy? Did I give you these bruises in the bottom of your neck? Did I fracture your?" And then he fractured my neck, my jawbone. Okay, and when your jawbone is fractured and you Google it, it's like right here. You are black and blue. And did I do that? And yeah, so anger makes you totally insane and delusional, and you're blind to all of your violence. So, I mean, this is Satan's world, and all these people are super violent. I like this. The verse, the kingdom of God, take it. The kingdom of God, I don't even know, and the violent take it by force. The kingdom of God suffers, and the violent take it by force. Meaning that, they're persecuted to death. Like, despised because they love themselves, and they're peaceful. I was barely at peace the majority of my life because of all my abusers. You don't tell me that I was never abused to death, because that's what made me suicidal. And at age 37, I had to run away from him to make me sane, to make me love myself. Around people that always made fun of me. Oh, she's crazy. Oh, that's just the way she is. She can't think. She doesn't know what she's doing. If you think that about your child, then your child can't do anything else. You're bombarded by, your caregivers, supposed to be caregivers, demons. And then all the demons surround, and the child is like, they just have a give up attitude, and like, oh, I'm not going to make it. Oh, I fight or flight. Oh, I'm not going to make it. How am I ever going to make it? I can't make it. I never made it. I just, wanted, a peaceful peaceful life and not be screamed at for absolutely no reason at all. I wasn't supposed to talk that long, but forgiveness is for you. And forgiveness, I can't do. So I don't know how Gandhi did it. This world's so fucked up. But Gandhi and Jesus said, forgive your enemies. Okay, I have to, because I made all these horrifying videos. Crazy videos I made. Because he abused me to death. What else am I supposed to do? It's the truth. But that's keeping my anger in me, and that's keeping me at the lowest vibe ever. I'm not happy when I think about my abuse, or it didn't do me any good. But the reason is he's totally obsessed with me, and he is angry that I was able to speak truth. He can't admit to one bad thing that he did, and it was like a million when I was forced to be with him for 4 months. And I'm talking about being screamed at for a half hour at one time, and then another time, and then another time. Like that long of intervals and never ever sleeping. Okay, yeah. Well, what's wrong with you? You're so ungrateful. And that naturally made me want to kill myself. I would never want to die if I was not screamed at to death with the worst insults, with the worst obscene insult. Like, you never cared about anybody. What's wrong with you? You got so much help and you're nothing. And okay, that's how that person was abused by their mom. But don't throw all that hell that his mom created in his life onto me. So he gained all of his hell from his mom, and he hates himself. Absolutely hates himself. He destroyed me when my husband was in jail. Oh my God, just a total nightmare trying to deal with a totally self-centered, insane person who never ever cared. Oh, I'm going to Walmart with you. Oh, I can't leave. Can I even sit in the car? No, he has to be in there for 2 hours talking to everybody under the sun.